Namaste. Today is an exciting recipe video. I have another sauce recipe for you guys. This one is tomato sauce, so it's basically like when I put this on noodles, and I often use zucchini noodles. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I made zucchini noodles. I'm going to be making those again because I have lots of zucchini. But basically you just spiralize a zucchini and then you put a sauce over it. And today we're going to be making spaghetti sauce. And it's very, very easy. It's very simple to do. Yeah, so let's get started. So what I'm using in this sauce, I have 2 tomatoes here. These are Roma tomatoes. They're quite juicy. And I'm just gonna chop those up and throw them into my blender. Show you what I'm doing here. Oh, you can see that. It's a little bit better. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna chop these tomatoes up. Okay, and I'm just very quick chopped it into quarters, right? 1 tomato, 2 tomatoes going in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put probably, I think about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in there. And I like using fresh lemon juice in my recipes. I love lemons. They're very cleansing. Okay, so that's a bit more than a tablespoon, so I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of that in there. Okay, then I'm going to do, what else am I going to do? I'm going to put 1 whole sun-dried tomato in there, and I'm just going to give it a quick chop just so my blender has an easier time with it. Just chop it into a couple pieces, throw that in there. Okay. We're gonna do, today I'm using prunes. Now, normally this recipe calls for 2 pitted dates, and it's really, really good with dates in it. However, I don't have dates at the moment, but I do have prunes. And I wanted to do this for you guys today just to show you how easy it is to be like, to switch something out for something else. Like, these recipes don't need to be followed exactly to the letter. Like, if you're missing an ingredient but you have something like it, use that. If you're watching a recipe video or you're trying to follow a recipe and there's an ingredient in there that you don't like, don't use it. Use something else that you do like, right? Like, it's very easy to just play around with these things a little bit and do that. Anyways, so instead of 2 dates, I'm going to use 2 prunes because prunes are also quite sweet. Actually, maybe I'll use 3. I'm going to use 3 prunes. Prunes are also, they're quite sweet. They're really good for you, and they have a slightly different nutritional profile than dates. So I like to switch things up a bit every once in a while in my uncooking, I guess. Those are going in there because it floods my body with a range of different vitamins and minerals and nutrients, and these are all things that we need. We are given an abundance, a wide variety of foods that we can enjoy. There's no reason why we have to there's no lacking on this lifestyle, right? Like, there is an abundance of variety and color, and just everything is just like laid out so beautifully for us. So anyway, so what I've got in here right now is 2 Roma tomatoes, tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 sun-dried tomato, 3 prunes, but you can also use 2 dates if you're interested in doing that. I'm going to put a handful of fresh basil in here. It's just like a couple of little, I have a basil plant growing in my kitchen, so I just snip pieces off of it once in a while. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to use some dried Italian herbs. This is Italian seasoning, and this is oregano. So I'm just gonna throw some of that in there. A little bit of that one. A little bit of that one. And I do use salt once in a while. You don't have to use it if you don't, you know, it all depends on your own personal lifestyle choices, right? I do find that if I eat too much salt, I get like pain in my joints and stuff, and so I don't like to use a whole lot, but I do use a little bit of, I use the pink Himalayan salt. It's the only salt I use. Okay, so I'm just gonna put one little tiny bit of salt in there. And some fresh cracked pepper. Okay, so now we blend.
Like and subscribe to my mama because she's awesome.
Aw, thanks, honey. Okay, here we go. And I'm just gonna hit the blender or the smoothie setting on here so I get it fully blended. And that is all you have to do. That is totally, and then I'm gonna have this beautiful tomato sauce. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when we're all done, okay? And that is it. It's all done. Okay. So I'm just gonna show you what this looks like. Okay. It's if you can see that right there. Okay. This, oh, it smells so good. This is my favorite version of raw vegan spaghetti sauce. Okay. So if you like spaghetti and you want something similar to that, spiralize a couple of zucchini and throw this yummy sauce on top of it. It's really, really tasty. And it will give you that spaghetti fix that you're looking for. Often I will make this for myself when my family is having spaghetti, and that way I can eat spaghetti with them, which is really kind of cool. There's also, I just thought about something. Normally I add a couple, or not a couple, like a half a clove of garlic into this recipe. I don't have garlic at the moment, but I do have garlic powder, okay? And because I've already blended this up, what I'm probably gonna do is after I make my noodles, I'm just gonna spread this, like pour the sauce on top of them, and then I will just sprinkle it with garlic powder. I'm going to most likely garnish this with some more fresh basil. And I absolutely love eating the spaghetti type noodles in particular with extra cherry tomatoes and fresh cilantro. So that is what my bowl is gonna look like when it's all done. And yeah, like my son said, if you like this video and you like raw vegan recipes and you're interested in more of this stuff, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I put a new recipe out. And if you liked this recipe in particular, give this video a thumbs up. If you try it and you think it's like totally the bomb, which it is, leave a comment and let me know if you tried it and you liked it. And that is all we have for today. I will see you in the next video.